Hey everybody, I am back for another video review, and this time we're taking a look at the LEGO DC Superheroes Kryptonite Interception for the Batman v Superman movie. Now, this set costs roughly about £30 in the UK. Depends upon where you get it from, it might be a little bit cheaper if you get it on sale, but £30 is the regular retail price. This comes with 3 minifigures, and it comes with 2 vehicles. We have the Batmobile and a little forklift truck. Here is the box. We have, of course, the Batmobile and the forklift and flick missiles and stud shooters going off. As you can see, we have the characters included in the set, and we have the back of the box here, and this is just showing everything within the set. Now you get 3 bags within the set. When putting it together, you get the usual comic book that it includes, and then we have the checklist at the back for all the characters there is to collect. And of course this just goes through its own universe in terms of making all these sets connect together. Not necessarily in the right order, but... And then we have 2 instruction manuals. One is for the forklift and one is for the Batmobile. So taking a look at the first 2 minifigures in the set, which are the LexCorp henchmen, there's not really a lot to these guys. In fact, actually they're quite a bit boring. They do feature the same uniform, so they both have the same chest piece, which both have the same printing. There's no arm print, but there is back printing, and you can see the LexCorp logo on the back. Each figure does have double-sided faces, so we have neutral, it almost looks kind of sad, and then we have angry looking face as well, and this guy features a brown sort of like slick hairpiece and black set of legs. No actual printing on the legs whatsoever. Next is this guy. This guy features the swept back sort of like DC Superheroes Joker headpiece, which is now painted in black. We have this sort of like oldish guy with a moustache, and of course we have the LexCorp torso, and he features brown legs, and there are no signs of print on the actual legs. This guy does have a double-sided face as well, and here is his other face. This would actually make a really good Ra's al Ghul custom figure. But other than that, these guys don't offer anything. And for our last minifigure, we have Batman himself. We've got the New Cal, which is the one that was released in 2014. Brand new torso print with the brand new bat symbol on the front. Really nice printing. And you can really see the divots within the costume of that sort of like speckled effect where all the stitching and everything has gone into it. No arm printing. He does feature the double moulded legs. He does have the newer soft cape, which I really am a fan of. I really do like the softer capes. They're really easier to fit in the vehicles, and they're just easier to move about and pose. And of course we do have back printing as well, with the same speckled effect as well. And lastly of all, for this set, we have the vehicles. We have the forklift truck and of course the Batmobile. Now the forklift truck is the weakest part of the set. I kind of wish that they came up with something better for this set, because you got the Batmobile, which is an absolute fantastically crazy brilliantly thought out Batmobile, and then you get this forklift truck. But this forklift truck is not entirely useless because it has a pallet of kryptonite. And of course these are little containers with the kryptonite, and of course you can put this on the forklift. So it can look like the henchmen are stealing kryptonite and Batman is going to intercept them. But other than that, there's not really a lot to this vehicle apart from its sort of like exploding damage feature, where you simply push your finger on the back of this and it knocks off the back piece like so. So yeah, I'm kind of bored of these like little flick things that knock pieces off. It just gets boring after a time. Forklift truck does actually feature a rubber band on the front which allows the, shall we say, the forks to move up and down. I really wish that the forks actually stayed in place and it was just held by friction alone. That way you could sort of like have them in any pose possible, but unfortunately you can't really do that without taking the rubber band off, and then even then it just falls to the floor. So not a big fan of this, and this is definitely the weakest part of this set, and really drags down sort of like the value for money aspect of these things. But you can fit a minifigure in this. Just simply, he just sits in there like that, and you can just do that. Stick that on there, and then there we are. Let's take a look at this fantastic Batmobile that comes out of this set. It's a really fun build, really complex in the way that you put sort of like these doors into place, and all these bits up here are really nice engineered build. And it really does look like a really different Batmobile. The cockpit does open. Basically what you have to do is untab these and lift them all the way up, and they do actually sort of like lift up and then split apart like the actual Batmobile in Batman vs Superman. So you can get this sort of like fanned out feature like that, and then in here we do have two stickers, sticker there, sticker there. There is no actual steering wheel, so Batman just kind of, if you bend his feet in, just sits in there like that, and then you just kind of have to push him back and of course close the doors around him, and he fits in quite well. We do have some movable panels on here, so these pieces are actually separate from the actual build themselves. They're just held on via a claw grip, and then we have sort of like these flaps here. Then we've got these flaps up here. Very nice design in terms of trying to make everything feel like it's covered up by some sort of flap or whatever. And then we have the two stud shooters on the front here, stud launchers, and they just flick off the studs at the front. They kind of look a little bit out of place. I really wish that there was maybe like a turret, but that's not to say that you can you can't custom build a turret just for the front here, but it really does look good. So really good Batmobile. I really do like it, and it will go fantastically in my custom Batcave. So my final thoughts upon the set. Personally, I think this is a set of two halves. I think that we have a really fantastic Batmobile, and it was a really fun build. I love the complexity, I love the sort of like intricacy in the panels and how the cockpit works and everything, but take away the Batmobile and take away this Batman minifigure, this set offers nothing other than 2 henchmen and a forklift that fires flick missiles. Oh yeah, and some kryptonite. So I really feel like they threw in that forklift at the last minute just to try and make something resemble a scene from Dawn of Justice, and then just made it so that they could put out this really exquisite Batmobile. I'm not a big fan of the 2 minifigures here. I don't mind them as much in terms of what I can do with them in the future. So, for example, this one I can turn into a custom Ra's al Ghul figure, and this one maybe I can turn into maybe a Riddler without his face mask. But other than that, I don't really see anything else that these guys have to offer. The Batman is a really great Batman minifigure. Now, you will find this Batman minifigure in the Batwing set, so if you're just wanting a great Batman minifigure and you're not bothered about the Batmobile, then, you know, you can skip this set and get this Batman later on down the line. But if you're someone that really cannot do without the Batmobile, get this set. You know, even though that it's got the forklift and it's got these 2 minifigures that I think are kind of a waste, and I really wish that they could have filled it out with maybe some Suicide Squad members. Not that they would have had anything to do with the movie, but I would have thought that if they got something out, maybe like like Killer Croc or Captain Boomerang, or something to stick in this set to make it unique, then I think I would be a little less nitpicky about it. But love the set in terms of getting this Batmobile, and let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and share it, and please subscribe for more DC superhero Lego reviews. And I'll see you guys next time.